Hot Facts. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and add you on my other phone. Hot Facts. Facts with Robert Reese. Damn, you pull right on up. You know what I think I seen. Alright, here you go. Y'all go ahead and go subscribe to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. He dropping some knowledge. Just subscribe. Let me hit that notification bell. I can't tell everybody to do that, and I don't do it.
Guys like entertaining channels, and I don't try to promote drama. Some people will look at it drama. Some people will just look at it as the facts and reality. And a lot of what drama is, it is reality with certain people and how they present it. But go check out Hot Facts with Robert Reese. He has a really, really entertaining channel. Is very professional at what he does. You'll get a lot of good info and a lot of good laughs out of it to really make you see in the world how some people hide behind a computer screen, want to talk trash about others with complete false realities, but he is the type of guy that will bring reality and truth to his live streams, and he shuts a lot of people down. I mean, he shuts them down quick.
Brother.
Yes, because Robert Reese is Hot Facts. Hot Facts is the official news station of the gig economy. I say that everybody knows that. He's the official news station of the gig economy. He does all genres. He does delivery, food. He does real life. He does music. He does social stuff. He does government, political, conversation. So for Robert Reese to be on this live stream, to me, it's major. It's major to me because this guy is somebody who would take, like you said, images and everything you do from your channel. And he has a much broader audience than I got. I mean, this dude, Robert Reese, is running 2-3 million views on shit all the time. The dude's his shorts go viral nonstop. No matter where he touches stuff on Facebook, Instagram, he touches stuff on TikTok. Whatever he touches is going to go nuts. So when I tell you, when you take pictures of the faces of these people fighting for this money, somebody who's upset that they got to move out of their apartment because of Uber and Lyft screwed them over, Robert Reese would take that and run with it.
So the repugnant motherfuckers, I said, are the lowest of the low. I said the people that dox people are the lowest of the fucking low. That makes you some coward ass bitches. Who is this?
It's really me. It's Eli.
What do you want?
I want to apologize.
Well, you don't need to apologize, bro. Get off my channel. You talk just as much shit as everybody else. Get the fuck off my channel.
No, I want to apologize.
I don't need your fucking apologies, bro. Because you had nothing to say about me in the first place. But you wanted to run your fucking mouth. Your apology means shit to me, bro. So get the fuck off my channel.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'll see you later, man.
Yeah,
Thank
goodbye.
You.
Thank you. Get the fuck out of here. Need your fucking apologies.
Today on Hot Facts with Robert Reese, Hollywood gig news. Before we get into the Hollywood gig news and me doing a Torp roast, I will be going into a couple of things to help you make some money when you out there doing your thing to get that ching ching. We're going to make sure that happens because you guys know I've been doing this work before a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are pandemic drivers. A lot of you guys are failed W-2 employees. A lot of you guys don't know shit about shit. A lot of you guys used to get in arguments with your managers and get fired. A lot of you guys don't know what you got to do. So we go talk about how to make sure that you maximize when you're out there to make your money. And then I'm going to get into the Hollywood gig news. We going to talk about there's a guy out there by the name of Torp. He's putting out stuff out there. He called my wife bad names and everything, but we saw his wife recently, y'all. We saw his wife. Let me go ahead and put me up there again on Family Feud. We saw his wife recently looking like Man, I don't know what was growing out of her arms, but like I said, if she was sitting inside a bathtub, she was gonna grow lily pads. And all of you guys who have aquatic plants and animals know what I mean and how fast those things grow. We go get into it. He did a poll today. We'll talk about the poll. We'll do all that stuff. But before we do that, let's listen right now to my man, Bishop Snow.
Early morning when I walk through the east, hear the cars on the 5, you can see in the streets what this neighborhood means to a brother. So I'm headed down Santa Barbara for y'all to get the message. You need to see Kevin ride around in his Cutlass, well shooting hoops but always ready to function. Slide to Alberta's for some grub Balboa, always got the liquor on deck, don't need a soda. Then I'm walking down Mission but I go against traffic. I know some people wanted me dead, the shit is tragic. Being out the way for a couple of months, but the shit still in me, I ain't never gon' front. If I leave my son at home then it's way too high. Spot the opposition in a second of the cops. Something about the gang unit makes me do a double take, but I'm never slipping cause the streets got me wide awake. Please don't reconsider your love for me. If I go now, body cold as winter, and it's like I leave. Women always hitting me up because they want to cuff a nigga with potential. I'm calling they bluff. I never got attention like this in the past as a young gang member who was ready to blast. OPD only wanted me for me, ironically, and now everybody can see the changes that I made cause I ain't out running. Drunk off of E&J, I'm coming from nothing. I slept outside in the park trying to figure out how I'm still here on earth to work some figures out. Put my son to bed, kiss him on his forehead, walk around the city, heard another friend dead. All I could do is pray for the streets, cause God forbid one day it's gonna be me. Lord, take my soul when it's time to go. Until then, I'm trying to live my life on the low. When I'm gone, please don't reconsider your love for me. If I go now, body cold as winter, and it's like I leave. When I'm gone, please don't reconsider your love for me.
Like, so why get personal with another person? So you don't have to be direct, like emotionally attached to whatever it is that you're trying to debate about. But yeah,
Yo, but what's disrespectful today? Because I feel like everybody think everything is disrespectful. If you have an opinion, like
disagreeing is disrespectful.
Disagreeing is hating.
It's highly disrespectful. You cannot have an opposite opinion of somebody else. You have to agree with them.
So if the masses are saying yes, and then you want to go this way, you look crazy.
You look crazy.
Like, because we all saying it, but you see something different, and it's just like...
we looking at the same thing, you saying this, you want me to say what you saying, but if I don't, you like, man, what the fuck, this nigga's crazy.
So now you're a hater?
Yes.
Well, with some things, yes, but with certain things that's obvious, yeah. Like, you should be able to like look at something like, this cup is black.
Black, because what is it, black and yellow? Somebody like, no, it's yellow and black.
Somebody might say, oh no,
it's more gray. No,
it's more like I'm saying.
It's really white, but they spray painted over it.
Okay.
See?
Okay. Yeah.
They hate that.
Yeah. Okay. The fact that you know that this was white,
I know it's really white,
but then it turned black.
The fact that you know it was white. That was a sneeze coming from the Reese. Reese the Beast on PlayStation if you want to get shot up on Black Ops. Reese the Beast 44. Before we start, I'm gonna do what black niggas do. We gonna eat some watermelon. For those of you white folks that think this is racial, I was called a nigger 18,000 times in one episode. So we gonna eat the watermelon, which tastes so sweet. Tastes so good. You know that watermelon got water in it, right? So all you fat, low lifes out there that ride around in your car with no customer service and all you do is eat fast food with no watermelon and no water or no nothing going into your body, no fruit. Woo! No fruits. Fuck you. We going in today. This is the most accurate and most productive live for gig workers out there. And then we're going to get into a roast. Not like roasted peanuts, Japanese style, which these are good. But we go get into a roast. If you are out there, I want to get all this stuff done first. As a delivery driver, I've been doing driving for a long time. I've been in studios making music and doing other things and ordering food before this stuff was going on. Before it was catering services and things like that. And you'll be like, dang, what happened to my food? You never really had a mishap with the catering services, right? Until Uber and, well, not Uber, DoorDash and all the other apps start coming out. People started getting fired from their jobs. Let's say if you worked at like Sears, all customer service. If you worked in what we call the basement, electronics, washing machines, the sewing machines and all that stuff, right? You have to have customer service to handle every single person out there. And they made you have a book to walk around with that was your discovery guide to learn about the customer. And then your manager would ask you, let me see your discovery guides about each person that you talk to see if you're really paying attention. We got a lot of failed employees doing this job. And it sucks because of this fact right here. You can have someone as an engineer, engineering, mixing the music, doing all that, and they say order food. The person does not know how to read the buildings of the studios. Guess what they do? They leave the food at a studio that's not theirs. Now check this out. They don't communicate with the customers. And then they wonder why they don't get no extra tip. Well, you didn't do the full out discovery to figure out and do no communication, which means you suck at your job. Now, what I do is I make sure that I go above and beyond, which is not above and beyond. I just check off every single box that goes on because that's what you have to do. Some drivers say that, Reese, you do too much. Why are you doing all that? Well, I am working as an extension of the business that I am picking up from. So the reputation of that business, I'm going to do that plus do what I normally do. I stepped away from all of that game and being a manager from all those failed W-2 employees who would get you rolled up because they're not doing things right. They gave away TVs and said, this person's returning a TV. They didn't even open up the box to check and see if it was an old TV, not even the same one. But then you get in trouble for it. I stepped away from all that. I go into work for myself and I make sure that I do what I do. Now, I make a lot of people look bad because of what I do. I make people that work at businesses look bad. Example, we have a Starbucks right around the block. Let me tell you what happens there. Starbucks put in new policies to where even delivery drivers can't get a free drink of water and they can't use the bathroom. I said, fine. If they're going to put that in each place that you have a relationship with, which I have a great relationship with, many of them, but there's 3 stores to where we have some Karens and Kens that work there. All right. I go into the place, told me I can't use the bathroom, can't have no water. She said, we turn the bags this way so we see the name on the bag. Okay, that's fine. She said, are you here for... I said, I'm here to pick up the Uber Eats order for... She said, can you show me your screen? I showed her the screen. She gave it to me. Her manager was there. I call her Tabitha because she looks like a Garbage Pail Kid. Everyone knows that Garbage Pail Kids, what they look like, and everyone knows what Tabitha looked like if you collected Garbage Pail Kids cards. Everyone knows that. So what happened was, I said, all right. I said, well, look, you could be giving orders away to people that are stealing the orders. I said, when people come back and they ask you guys to remake the orders and you guys don't, it's because the driver stole the order and you just gave it away. I told them that they take screenshots. I told her that in front of her manager. All right. She got mad at me. Tabitha got mad at me. No, we turn our bags this way because we can see the name and all we're trying to do is see the name. I said, that doesn't mean anything. I said, drivers take screenshots of the orders to show you the name. And then they're going to steal the order. Yeah, but our policy is that we just check the name. I said, all right. I finally got an order to go back there the other day. I showed on up. I took a screenshot of my order. Coincidentally, Tabitha was there. That's not her name. I don't know what her name is. She don't wear a name badge, but she looks like Tabitha from the Garbage Pail Kids. I took a screenshot of the order. And I showed her the name. She said, okay, here you go. I said, see, I told you last time that we can just take a screenshot. I showed her, I said, look at my gallery right here. I went to my pictures, showed the gallery. Here's my screenshot. I said, this is what I just showed you. I said, you are possibly the reason why they are losing money in this business here. I said, now, let me show you now. My active order is here. On Uber Eats, we have to hit verify order and the screen moves. I said, if the screen don't move like I told you before, they're stealing the order. I said, I tested you out to see if you would follow everything. Then she tried to say, well, no, our policy just says check the name. It's not about that. What about your manager that gets down because you guys are losing money when you're on your shift? I went into all of that because I know about how it works. The manager came up and said, thank you so much. Light-skinned black girl, looks like my sister-in-law's friend Mia. Looks like they might have the same dad and mom. They look the exact same. She said, thank you so much for doing that because now I have to retrain my whole staff. She looked at her and said, can you walk back there? She said, here's your order and thank you. Now, when I do things like this, other delivery drivers get mad at me simply because I make them look bad. But I also make the staff look bad also. The staff will look bad because they're giving away orders. And I do this at every single place I go to. I went to Jack in the Box the other day, and I was the 3rd delivery driver to come pick up an order because the driver stole the order. So I said, wait, I'll go turn around and park in your waiting area, and I'm going to contact customer support so they can contact you. They told me that's not how it works. Normally the driver just drives off. I said, that's not how it works. We have to contact customer support so they can contact you so you can remake the order and they will refund you what you lost when you first made the order for the driver that stole the order. They said that's not how it works. I said, so how are you going to tell me about what I am supposed to do for my job. I said, do you work for this company? I said, do you work for yourself? Do you make sure that the customer will get their food? They said, no, but this is what most drivers do. I'm not most drivers. I handle myself accordingly to what I am supposed to do. This is why I do great service. Thank you, Rideshare Rodeo, for highlighting that. That's what I do. So I go ahead and park. I call Uber. Uber says that, look, they're not picking up the phone. They won't pick up the phone because I told them that they will be calling you. They said, okay, we'll be waiting for the call. But they never picked up the call. Uber gave me $7 for the order. The order was $34 for 2.5 miles. I was only 0.5 miles away. So I got paid $7 for 0.5 miles away. They gave me a cancellation rate increase, but then they took it away in 2 days. I have no issues with that. But what I did do was I helped correct the system that is going on. Most drivers don't do that. Most drivers don't know how to communicate with the customer saying, hey, when you pull up to a spot, hey, I can't find you. Why won't you just communicate with the person that you are delivering to make sure that you're going to get there and be in the right place? Most drivers say, well, I can't find them. They get frustrated and mad, and then they'll just go leave it anywhere. I came in the game doing this because before the pandemic came, this is how we had to do deliveries. A lot of you guys don't know. You are delivering to a lot of people that have other jobs. Some are doing things that you don't do. You've never tried to do ever before in your whole life. They cannot come out there. They have an assistant that has their phone, which they are communicating with to make it get done right. People don't communicate. No communication, nothing gets done well. If you want to click the link, go to my community post. The live link is there. A lot of people don't do that stuff. And it's crazy because when I go into places, it makes the other drivers look trash. Like this guy right here. He's about to walk in front of me, walk right back to his car. I've been watching this guy for about 15 years. He just walked right past me. 15 years. Our kids went to the same school. I worked at the same place with this gentleman here. He was one of the top sellers in the place with me while being in there. He's about to go walk over there, go get his stuff, and he still drives his 1995 Benz because he takes care of it. And he does the exact same customer service work to get the job done. Coincidentally, I'm back in Orange County working in the area to where I know all these people. I'm from Orange County. I'm from Long Beach. I'm from Paramount. I'm from an area. So I spent part of my time in one area, part of my time in the other area. It's good when you come across the same people that have the exact same mindset of you. A lot of you drivers suck. I'm tired of watching drivers out there, going out there doing the work. They're on live streams 19 hours a day, and then they're telling other people, don't take these orders, don't do this, don't do that. I got something to say. Someone told me his name is the Jaded Driver, and on 2 videos ago, he talked about how he cannot, because he's a so-called recovering drug addict, he can't talk about Poppy. And he said, I ain't gonna talk about the Poppy seeds. You guys know all why. He told me, leave Double M alone. No. She called my wife a bitch, said she sucks, did all this stuff, talked about me, then threatened to kill me and have her brother shoot me and then chop me up with a machete. Then said that when my wife told me no on a live stream, that's all she had to do, girl. And I hate that she watches them, and when they go by Costco, she goes by Costco too. I hate that shit. I'm never going to leave her alone. She's an idiot, and she's dumb. And I watch her turn down orders, which can make her money, even though she's telling guys, hey, you're a cutie and everything, and your husband's on dialysis. If your husband knew you were doing that, the motherfucker, you will not have, he will use all his energy to yell at you. You know why? Not trustworthy. Is that what you do? Is that what you do? If you were on dialysis and I got to take care of you and do everything, do you think I'm out there driving around when people bring people up and telling them, oh, I like them, they're cute and all that other stuff? Do you think I'll be doing that to you? Women are weird and women are dumb. I will not leave her alone. And she is done. Every time she brings me up, I will go ahead and get in that ass. She should thank herself. Now, the main thing is that she turns down orders that are profitable. Someone says, what's profitable? Well, coming into the game, everything that is, well, you get 68 cents per mile when you file your taxes. Drivers that know that when you file your taxes, you get 68 cents per mile. So if you get 68 cents per mile and you're getting an order that's $1.50 per mile, that's double what you can claim, right? So if someone is getting $35 for going 17 miles and they're in an area where the orders are just like that, why would you not take that? Because what you can write off is 68 cents, but then you're going to get paid more to write that off when you do your taxes. So whoever tells you to not take the order and we see you sitting there all day, every day, not taking the orders, you're a dumbass, which means you probably don't pay taxes. You probably don't do your taxes. I mean, it's plain and simple. You would fully understand the logic and the mathematical attributes to how that works out for you. If you are inept of understanding that and you hang around people that tell you that, then maybe you're hanging around the wrong people. Plain and simple. It's like going to class. It's easy. It's easy. You suck and they're making you suck. And I'm pretty sure your husband would love to have that extra money in to help with the dialysis, to pay for the insurance. Now, these gig apps do give you insurance through Stride, through everything else that you want, and you get insurance at a cheaper rate. So if I get an order that's going to pay me $2, before it was $2 a mile is what they all were bragging about. $2 a mile, $2 a mile. That's what you need, $2 a mile. If I get an order that's going to pay me $2.50 a mile, that means that extra is going to come back to help out what I need to have happen in my household. Why would I turn it down? You would not know because you don't pay taxes. You don't understand the numbers because you probably don't understand when it tells you 5A, 5B, 6-7, 6A, 7B. What is this? What is that? You probably don't understand. You probably don't want to file because when you do file, you be like, damn, I got to go look back at all these years. That's your own fault. You're supposed to do it every year. A lot of you guys are like, why should we have QuickBooks? Why should we have Stride? Why did the drivers come out and bring up how you should track your mileage and everything and put everything in? They did that so that you can have it so that when you do your taxes. Shame on you drivers who don't do that. But shame on you if you don't have the customer service to earn more. Earn more. I earn more on a lot of orders than what a lot of people do. I don't do anything extra. I wear a safety vest. I have done face-to-face direct marketing for a long time. I've been sales manager, sales director. I've done everything myself for a long time. And I get it in. And I make sure that I bring that out to each and every single customer and client. Because since this is your own business, every person that goes through your phone is a client for you right then and there. Why would I not do that for all my clients? Never leave a client left hanging. ABC. Always be closing. I will always do that and make a lot of you guys look bad. Some of you guys will walk in right in front of me, and then I'll be next, and they be like, damn, this motherfucker did everything that person didn't do. And guess what happens? That restaurant leaves me with the thumbs up and everything and says, we want him back. I am a preferred driver for that restaurant, for that whatever, so I can keep making money off of that establishment. Does that make sense to you? If it don't, you suck, and that's why you're a failed W-2 employee, and that's why you don't work W-2s anymore, because you can't follow directions and follow the SOPs. The standard operational procedures. Some of you guys don't know what the abbreviations are when you go and sign on to get into a job, and they tell you guys this when you get fired, and they be like, man, they told me that, man, I don't follow SOPs and all this stuff and do all this, and you guys just sit up there and they fire me for no reason. No, they gave you everything in the SOPs and the handbook that they gave you that you were supposed to read and understand. That's what happens. That's what happens. I don't know who AP is. Don't know. Wish my cousin Rogan a happy birthday. Rogan. Is that supposed to be Rogaine? Because you spelled it wrong. Well, when you go back into the biblical form, you were supposed to have your beard. You're supposed to have your wisdom show through and have it all. So when you can wish God and everything else a happy presence, I will do that too. Let me go through this, because I swear, Necro getting bags. TFT says love some watermelon, but now I gotta have my chili crusted mango. Oh, TFT, you are, yeah, boy. Chili crusted mango is good. That is fire. Scott Hall says, let me see. Have you seen the new Russian swimmer Anita? I can't say that last name. Them letters don't even look like they go together. No. Haven't seen it on ESPN. Is she breaking records? Is she swimming the 50, the 100? Is she swimming the medley? Is she breaking all the records? If not, I have not seen that at all. Most people, see, I grew up with sports, and I know all about who does sports, men and women. That's how I grew up. That's what I watch. That it is what it is. Whoever else don't like it, oh well, that's why people that play sports. Do you know how many times, if you play volleyball, basketball, or anything with the ball in your hand, how many times you jam your fingers get swollen, you dislocate this and that? A lot of people will sit there and cry and say, I quit. How many fighters break their collarbones, break their elbows, hairline fractures, avulsions? They have meniscus tears, MCL sprains, MCL tears. They have all of that. A lot of people don't understand any of that. and they sit up there and don't know anything. I'm a sports dude always. I've been on the Stephen A. Smith show. I've been on the Dan Patrick show. I've been on ESPN 710 in the morning. I've been on maybe about 15 different sports shows. And I was, I tried out for Sports Jeopardy with Dan Patrick. I missed the cut by 3. And then I was on Stump the Schwab. Back when Stump the Schwab was in, I did Stump the Schwab. You get questions, male and female, and you have to know your history. Whoever else don't know that shit, they are weird. But let's get back to this gig work. Gig work is so crazy because you could be delivering food, you could be doing car detail, you could be doing anything that has to do with service to a person. And a lot of people can't do it because they don't know how to interact with certain people. Put it like this. If you put a slut in the hole to say, go ahead and do gig work and stuff, right? The slut in the hole will sleep with everybody. And guess what? Her business is gone. Same thing with the guy. I used to sit in there with Justin Lowe and Reggie and all the other trainers there and sit there, and we would sit there and watch and see, yeah, this dude's not going to make it. Why? Look, he don't train. He's just trying to flirt and have sex. And they don't make it. Do you know how many times we've seen husbands and boyfriends come to the gym because the women are stupid? Also because they're side chicks and they're giving their numbers to the guy, and then the guy is writing them on their phones, and then they end up getting in trouble, and the guy catches them in the gym because that's how they were meeting up. We would be like, yeah, he ain't gonna make it. And then we'll call the other gym. Look, we just let this dude go. If he goes to your gym, don't hire him. He's gonna kill the business. That's how it is. You get dumb guys, but you get stupider women. The dumb guys go in to do this type of work to try to say, well, I can go ahead and talk to anyone. Then you get the women that says that, well, my guy don't do this and that, but this guy's giving me the attention, and then they go do the thing, and then they fuck everything on up. You get a lot of failed W-2 employees who come in to do this job, and they fuck it up all the way over. No customer service, no anything. Take a look at this. People that are pool guys, they go put the heaters in, clean the pools and everything. We've seen all the movies and everything. The women will say, oh, I'm sitting out here watching the pool guy clean the pool. He's young. My husband's gone. I want to sleep with the pool guy. That's a woman trying to manipulate a young dude. Now, the young dude don't understand that, hey, should I do that? Well, do you want to get shot in your head? The husband can pull up at any minute. He got cameras all around the place. He'll see you and he'll shoot you. He's going to say that you are attacking and raping his wife. He has the ability to shoot you and kill you. Then the wife has to come out and say, no, I was with him. And then she gets outed too. And then the guy has to go to jail for no reason, then gets let out after everything happens. Think about this. Customer service. The gay guys that actually play like they're doing the women's hair, they're playing gay to get all the info. They infiltrate. And they end up doing all this stuff so they can be the side dude. Crazy. It's crazy how it works. It all comes here in your brain. You're supposed to know what you are supposed to do. Treat your business the way the business is. Don't let anything come inside your business because it can mess up everything, because that's not who you are. So all you failed W-2 employees, I'm telling you, don't come into a customer service game because it's going to jack you up. And you're going to mess up the money for everybody else out there doing it right. Like I wear a safety vest. Like many other drivers out there, we wear safety vests. You know why? We're going on properties. We're doing deliveries. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do, but we want to be visible. You know how many times I walk up and they're waiting outside and say, thank you. You got the vest on and everything. Thank you for being visible. I get tips on that stuff, extra tips. It may not be a lot. Get like an extra $4, $5, $3 extra on an order. But that extra $3, $4, $5 will make that go to 3, 4. Let's go 2, 3, 4.5 miles per delivery. Why would I not wear a safety vest? Why would I not have delivery equipment? Why would I not go up to a place and contact the customer while I'm doing the damn thing? Why would I not do all of that? I don't know, but some people say that, hey, you don't do it. And then they say that if you're black, let me eat my watermelon. We know you don't do all of that. But I do. Make sure you earn more for what you put into the job. Don't think about, well, this person don't do it and that person don't do it, so I'm not going to do it either. Well, if you see them not do it, why do you want to be in that same group? If you do something different from what they do, you're going to get paid because someone will notice it. Easy. Easy. Always be closing. Now I want to get into this right here. There's a guy by the name of, I don't even want to say his name. His name is Torp, T-O-R-P. And he's a lost man who sharts on himself. When I mean sharts on himself, my man takes farts and you can hear that they're watery. My man drinks about 10, 12 beers while he's on live stream, and he drinks all of the hard alcohol and moonshine. He's in Kentucky. What greater place? You'll hear him fart online on a live stream, right? And you can hear, if you're a guy, you like, damn, that shit sound like it was water all up in there. And then you see him moving himself left and right. And you like, yeah, he trying to move to a dry spot. You're like, damn. We all know that if you drink like that every single day, there's no way in the world that you have hard stool. Hard stool means that you have logs. Everyone knows that if you go to a doctor, the doctor is going to ask you, hey, what's your diet like? They're trying to see what your stool is like, because that gives them the ability to check out and say, hey, let's send you here to see what your insides are like. My man shits on himself on camera nonstop. I mean that he might do like 6 or 7 sharts a live stream. And you be like, damn, he did 6 or 7 sharks. He got runny draws all up in his ass. But then he sits there and does his crazy shit. Now, my man asked me, well, he did a poll today and said, if Robert Reese buys his subs, why is he not buying his views? Well, I don't buy subs or views. You go to a chat channel, you click on videos, shorts, live streams. You click popular. It puts everything up there in order. I've gone viral a bunch of times. A bunch of times. Grindface TV, I did a video on Instagram that did 1.8 million views, and then they took it themselves, and then they got 5 million views on it, and I hit them up like, you didn't give me no credit on it, and then they took it down. All my views are up there. All my subs are up there because of my views. This is what someone does when they want to just, I don't know. But I'll tell you this. What we do know is that he went live the other day or did a video. Now, Torp is old enough to be my oldest brother, which means that his wife, he probably married someone younger than him. She's old enough to be a sister of mine if I had an older sister. So all of this is fair game. He called my wife a bitch. He said, fuck your wife, and did all this stuff. He said that if you bring your wife into anything on YouTube, and this is another gig driver, they get everything that comes with it. Oh my goodness, he gave you some ammunition, and it was terrific. He had his wife up there while he was doing his nonsense, and she kept walking back and forth and doing this thing with her hands like this and laughing in the camera and doing everything. And she made the mistake to lift her arms up a little bit too much. Oh my goodness. She lifted that arm up a little bit too much, and all you saw under here, it was a lot of black stuff. Now, we all know that if your underarms are black and your hair is blonde, you're not blonde because your underarms have black hairs. That's your true color of your hair. Right? If you look at it, why would this man sit there and allow his wife to lift her arms up knowing that she had all that black hair coming out under her arms? I thought they were from France. I was like, I thought he was Italian. He claimed to be black. Maybe he was talking about them black spots. Everyone knows the movie Splash if you are an 80s baby. Whenever the rain would come or the water would come, the woman would turn into a mermaid. Everyone knows that Aquaman is in the ocean. He can get into some fresh water and everything else like that, but it's not the same. Everyone knows that Poison Ivy in the DC, she controls all the plants and everything. If you combine the plants and the water together, you got Torp's wife. If she sits in any type of pool or bathtub or anything, guess what's going to happen? She's going to make lily pads grow for all the frogs because she has all the roots coming out from under her arms. Whoever didn't understand that joke the first time it came out, you guys are slow. You probably were on a small bus. I said it in a chat. And Torp made a post today, which means that he was watching Real Talk with Roy's live and saw that in the chat and was like, oh, and he probably went back and watched and said, damn, why'd you do that? You gave the nigger something to say. Yeah, man. You can't put her in water, man. She's going to grow roots and everything, and you guys will have an infestation of all the endangered species that we need to bring back. Yes, Torp. Yes, Torp. Yes, Torp. We now know why in Florida they have all of the species that come on in that just take over everything. We know that in Kentucky, we have invasive species that are all in those waters. Maybe you and your wife should not be going rafting and hopping in the water. She's contaminating everything. Now, I'm not calling your wife a bitch like you called mine. But she is an invasive species to our country. We need to get rid of her and any offspring she has because it will overpopulate everything. It will make all the wild things grow. Remember the book Where the Wild Things Are? Remember that book? Yeah. If she lifts up her arms, that's where all the wild things are. That's where all the wild things are. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, did somebody just start throwing black tar and she growing heroin under her arms? The fuck is she doing? Now, I didn't want to do this, but you called my wife a bitch and said, fuck your wife, so I got to go ahead and give it to you the right way. Because what I saw was just ridiculous. And I want to tell you that you should not be drinking all that beer. Remember, Torp, she used to sit behind you on the couch while you were doing your thing. You don't see her no more. And when she lifted up her arms, somebody thought she was the Octomom. She just didn't have the babies yet. Maybe you should not be giving her all that alcohol because she should not be the Octomom at all. Sam I am, I do not eat green eggs and ham. But I'll tell you this. Put her in the water and all the plants will expand. Ooh, we all saw it. You put your wife in harm's jeopardy. You did it to the wrong dude. You did it to the wrong dude. You did it to the wrong dude. You're a gig driver trying to make money. All of this stuff is not funny like that. But when you go attack, I married my wife, G. I have to ask my wife's father if I can marry her. I married my wife. If my wife lifted up her arms and she had some hair growing out, I would say, babe, we got to go shave a little bit. Let's go ahead and take that off. You will not be raising your arms. Your drunk ass who shorts and shits on himself said that, no, babe, you all the way good. Lift up your arms and let's show everybody how much beer and alcohol we've been drinking. I'll tell you this, I ain't even been smoking weed like that. Smoked weed like twice and it damn near killed me because we've been taking a break. Because Emilia said, I'm going to take a break. I took a break with her. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to feel like that. She said, I'm not going to drink the alcohol like that. I took a break with her. You, my friend, said, babe, fuck what you were going through. Come and join me. Let's get beer bellies together. Let's get beer bellies together. Beer and alcohol and moonshine. Lift up your arm, babe. Show them that you're a man just like me. I was like, damn, did he really do that shit? I was like, damn, he really did that shit. Now, I was going to put that shit up here, but I was like, no, if I actually did that, then it would be like bullying and harassing and doing all that other stuff. So I didn't want to do all that. But you guys can all go check out his channel and go watch it for yourself and be like, damn, go back. Well, he erases all of his shit. So it'll be hard to go back and watch like 5 months ago and stuff and then watch, recently. But just go ahead and watch and be like, damn, what? Mom be like, damn. You go look at your wife and be like, babe, lift up your arm. Why the hell her underarms look like that? And then your wife gonna be like, oh my goodness. Oh, they won't even go in the same dressing room. So, Torp, I hope you got what you wanted. I hope you got what you wanted. But I'm not done. You talked about my wife on like 5 videos. I got about 4 of these left on your roast. Because we go roast that. But damn, if I roast it, is it going to get as black as the tar pits under your wife's arms? I'm like, damn, is dinosaurs growing under there? Can we go back there and under there and find all the triceratops? Can we find the stegosaurus, the brachiosaurus, the brontosaurus? Can we find all of them? Maybe we can find the saber-toothed tiger's DNA in those tar pits. All I have to do is go to LA and go to La Brea tar pits. And I guarantee that if I see anything that resembles your wife, I'll be like, yeah, she's a dinosaur. Big ups to you, man. Big ups to you, man. And I'm just letting you know, you don't want to crawl up this tree no more. On to Jaded Driver. Now, there's a guy by the name of Damian Blaze that he says evil things, and his MO is to attack people's families and their personal lives and things like that. My mom passed away, a lot of you guys know, and he said some evil things and wrote me emails even before that about my son. He said things about my son. Then when he found out that my mom was passing away, he said things about my mom. He don't even know my mom. I Google blocked him and everything, but there's a guy by the name of the Jaded Driver who says that anyone that associates with the guy and everything, you're trash to me, but the guy that pays them, Thunder Tez with the lightning bolt. He's over in chats talking to the guy. I ain't heard none of you white guys say nothing to him. Nothing. But you want to say other shit. You also told the dude he's a piece of shit when no one said nothing about your daughter. Nothing like how they did to my kids or anything. And you said he's a piece of shit. Damian Blaze, come and get me if you want. Why would you antagonize someone when you know that that's what they do? You're asking for it. You're a dumbass. Check your buddy Thunder who pays you guys, because none of you guys are monetized. He's giving you money on Cash App. He's keeping you guys quiet. Why have you not said nothing about him communicating with the guy and conversing with the guy? But this guy is so evil enough for you to make bullshit videos about. I'm not defending Damian Blast. I say Blast because I blast his ass. I don't like him. I won't even say his name right. Can't stand the guy. I only see his name when I go on neck roll getting bags. I already went over there and told the people that say, hey, hi, Damien, and all that. I told them how I feel about them themselves. Fuck them. They are a piece of shit to me, too. Because you know exactly what he does. So if you know exactly what he does and you bring him in with opening arms, you're a piece of shit, too. I understand what you do, Jaded, when you say that stuff. But you got a friend by the name of Thunder that goes over there and talks to him. And we ain't heard you say shit about that. Nothing. And it's a shame. I was going to bring up the video about you saying, now, you know what? We can't do no poppy over here. No poppy seeds or nothing. That means you cannot even eat the everything bagel because it's going to make you start scratching your chin on your bald chin and start scratching yourself. You're a drug addict still. That means you did opium, you did heroin, you did all that stuff, G. Wasn't no damn prescription pills. That's what everybody says. If you can't say poppy, that means you were doing heroin, black tar. You were doing all of that. So whenever I said that they had to give you methadone, that means that I was accurate. Everyone knows a junkie when we see one. And you're a junkie now. Anyone that gives you money, you will go ahead and say, yeah, you're okay with me. Your friend Thunder writes to Damian Blaze, and we ain't seen nothing from you. And it's not funny. You know why? You're using that shit because you're a junkie. It's like Torp with that puff puff pass and all that shit that got his wife with that black tar under her armpit. Fuck you. Fuck all them. If you do delivery work, don't cheat people. Do it all yourself. Call everything out and get it in. With all that being said, people, me and my wife about to go get it in. We about to go do delivery work. And some of the things I do rubs off on her, and she actually does it. Some things don't. To each his own. But some things do. You do things to make people do things differently from what they normally would do because it's going to bring extra money in their pocket. That's what it is. If you don't like it, oh well. In the words of LeVar Burton, you ain't got to take my word for it. And then he went into reading Rainbow. And then you got to go check it out. But I will say this. Talk about my wife again, Torp. I will just go ahead and Def Comedy Jam you and your wife completely. And I have no remorse at all. Do you feel me? I'm out.